Welcome to this week's episode of Mohawk Valley Living TV. Today we'll visit with Helen Sarandrea at Sarandrea Physical Therapy, and make sure to check out the April issue for all of Mohawk Valley's best physical and occupational therapists. Then we're headed to Luxx Glo Beauty Bar to talk with Amanda Stewart, one of April's style makers. Plus, the weather's warming up and I get Dick Geraty over to help me open up my pool. Welcome back to Mohawk Valley Living TV. Today we're here at Sarandrea Physical Therapy and Sports Care with Helen, physical therapist and owner. Hi, Helen.
Hi. Thanks for coming.
Oh, thanks so much for having us here. You are celebrating 45 years in physical therapy.
I don't know how that happened.
That is quite a feat. I mean, really exceptional career you've had here in the Mohawk Valley.
Oh, I feel blessed. I love what I do, and it's an awesome career. And
that's amazing. Yeah. What inspires you on a daily basis? I would assume seeing patients come in and watching them recover, but you know, in general, what really kind of keeps you motivated after 45 years?
Yeah, I never feel like I'm coming to a job. I am passionate about what I do, and I'm thankful and grateful for the wonderful patients that we have and our awesome staff.
That's amazing. So obviously you have a lot of people that come in for pre and post surgery conditions and kind of recovering from that. What else do people come in for?
Oh, we see vertigo patients for dizziness, fall prevention so that we can have patients stay at home, sports medicine, we see sprained ankles, we see total hips, total knees, we have a cardiopulmonary specialist therapist, we have one that does pediatrics, we also do research, we have somebody that specializes in shoulders, we do mobilizations, manipulations, we do preventative care, we also have training, one-on-one training, after care, after patients are done with therapy, they can come with a gym program.
And get personal training and kind of still continue to move through and recover.
We do golf analysis.
See, that I want to hear more about. I think that's like the ultimate Father's Day gift. So it's analyzing the swing?
Yes,
that's
and then
amazing.
Looking at mechanics, if anything's tight or are they overswinging, what's the function at the ankle, the knees, the hips, the shoulders.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So when you have people come in, whether it's for an injury or trying to recover from something, right? And they finish their physical therapy and sometimes maybe they're staying on and doing that personal training or they're really just seeing the benefit of it, right? I think you had mentioned before you had someone talking about being able to put their coat on. It's things that are so simple in your daily life that we often kind of don't think about, right? So how is that for you to kind of get that reinforcement from people when they're able to do something like that, right? Like feel good, right?
Yeah.
You're literally
90 and still live at home and be able to stay at home and prevent a fall and just be able to function. So
I actually saw even some of the stuff you have around here, like the stairs and being able to practice that, whether you have a knee replacement or a knee injury or surgery, right? You're really able to kind of get people in here and get back to that daily function. It's not just about sports, which is fantastic, getting those kids back into sports, right?
On that field, right?
Yes, they definitely want that, and it's like the next season's coming up. But really about, you know, I would think it's so, you know, fulfilling, really, to see people getting back to their daily lives.
A lot of education, we do a lot of patient education, so the nice thing is that it's one-on-one customized care, that we get to spend time with our patients and we get to be the communicators and help them when they go back to their physicians so that they really have good visits with the physician. So we try to get them educated, whether it's about their medications or whether we feel a tendon is torn. So if we could prevent a surgery. And the nice thing is they could come with direct access. They can come right to therapy. They don't have to go through a physician, even though we work with physicians.
Referrals and all that.
Dentists, podiatrists, nurse practitioners.
And then one thing you mentioned to me is there are several physical therapists here who teach at Utica University.
Yes.
So you're really training the future generation of physical therapists for the Mohawk Valley too, right?
Yeah. And I want them to be passionate about our wonderful career because I feel blessed that we get to work with the patients and keep them at their highest level of function. So
that's amazing.
We can relieve pain and restore function.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well,
and we, have a wonderful family here with a lot of different specialties, shoulders, spine. So we
like you said, vertigo, TMJ. There's so many different things you're treating here. 45 years. I congratulate you.
Well,
thank you for having me here. It is a beautiful big space too. A lot of different things. So for people that are looking for some relief, right, in all of these different conditions, head to the website, check out what you treat, and give a call, right, and come on in and get assessed and see what you can do to get back to living your life.
Right.
Right?
We want to keep you healthy, keep you happy. We have individualized treatment rooms. We do a lot of manual work, massage, mobilization, manipulation, easy parking to get in. So
that's great.
A lot of our patients are family and our friends, so it is a wonderful setup.
And the ones that,
are always
I was going to say the ones that aren't probably become family and friends, right? That's the feeling you get here.
It's always patient-centered care first.
Love
We care
that.
about our patients. So.
Great. Helen, thanks again for having me, and thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right.
So stay healthy, stay well, and thank you.
Thanks. Coming up, we're headed to Strategic Financial Services. The April issue of Mohawk Valley Living is on newsstands now. Check out MV's Best on page 18, featuring the physical and occupational therapists who keep the Mohawk Valley moving. Through their dedication to helping others move better, live more comfortably, and return to the activities they love, these clinicians have earned recognition as MV's Best Physical and Occupational Therapists.
We are the best spine care facility in the region. We are providing world-class care for our patients. We are Central New York Brain and Spine Neurosurgery. Suffering from neck pain, back pain, frustrated because you can't get any relief? Let Dr. Q and his staff provide you with the care and compassion that you need. With the latest and greatest technology, Dr. Q and his staff will help get your health and your life back to what you deserve. Dr. Q cares about you. Call us today.
A fence is an important investment. It defines your space, provides security, and reflects on the pride you take in your property. At B&K Fencing, we just don't install fences, we build solutions. We take a hands-on approach with every client. Our commitment is to superior craftsmanship and durable materials. Whether it's classic wood, low-maintenance vinyl, secure chain link, or elegant aluminum, quality is non-negotiable. We ensure that every project, large to small, is built right, built to last, and delivered at a fair price. That's the standard we uphold at B&K Fencing.
We are strategic. Want to know what we do? It's simple. We help you live your great life. That means great financial planning, straightforward investment strategies, and guidance when life throws a curveball. Retirement, college, taxes, and big decisions. Spend less time worrying and more time living. Strategic, life by design.
Is this your bathroom? We can make it look like this for less. It's the New York Sash Bathroom Makeover Sale. You can get 20% off your New York Sash acrylic bathroom system.
We can make this bathroom look like this in just a couple of days. So act now, like right now. This is the biggest discount we offer all year.
Visit our showroom. Call or lock in your discount online at NewYorkSash.com. Get 20% off your new bathroom.
And let our family take care of your family for less.
Okay, it's all fixed. No new parts, under an hour, no charge.
I don't want to make any decisions right now.
Don't worry about it. It's no charge.
Now, I really can't make a decision like this without talking to my wife. But I will decline the charges.
Sir, there's still no charge. You have a good night.
The green team doesn't sell, they solve. For unexpected wins, get on the green with Standard.
Wait, you didn't even ask for my email address.
I had been lifting something heavy, felt a tinge in my back. I also had some shortness of breath, but thought it was due to what I figured was some kind of muscle pull. I was wrong.
The episodes of pain that Ray was experiencing were actually small heart attacks. The Wynn Emergency Department was able to provide immediate life-saving care to Ray's heart.
If it wasn't for the amazing team at Wynn, I might not be here at all. I feel indebted to everyone who helped make Wynn Hospital a reality so I can get the immediate care I needed right when I needed it.
Thank you for giving my daddy back home.
My grandparents started the business in 1966. My grandfather was a farmer, had a bunch of kids, and they wanted a pool, so he built a pool for himself and then started building pools for other farmers in the Dowsville area. They opened Geraty Pools and Spa in Dowsville, moved to Herkimer in 1980, and we've been here ever since. This is all I've done my whole life. We're a third generation business now. When we were offered hot spring spas, I hadn't been that excited about getting a product in here in many years. This is a 21st century spa that is made for the customers today. I have a pool and a spa at my house, and it's about family. My wife has a big family, and the parties, birthdays, Memorial Day, July 4th, Labor Day, they're at our house because everybody comes around the pool and spa to get together, just have some nice family time.
Welcome to Mohawk Valley Living TV. Today I'm here with Doug Walters, Chief Investment Officer of Strategic Financial Services. Hi, Doug.
Hi, Carrie. How are you?
Good. Yeah. Thanks for having me here today. It's an uncertain time in the market right now. I would love to get your insight. And speaking of insight, I mean, I know that's a column you do on a weekly basis, so I'd love to talk about that as well. But what's going on? Should people be nervous? Is everything okay? You know, I'm not one to look at my IRA every other day, and I'm certainly not right now, but what's going on in the market?
Okay, well, we have a lot going on. There is a lot driving the market, everything from AI to the conflict that we're seeing in Iran. Mm-hmm. And that is a lot for investors to digest. And it is normal to be nervous during these times. We did see the S&P 500 fall about 10% at one point during the quarter. And that can put investors on edge. And the important thing is to stay calm, mm-hmm. not to overreact to anything that you're seeing in the news.
So when it comes to that, what you're kind of telling me is like, I can look at my IRA if I want, but don't freak out, call someone and say, change everything, right? I mean, we've got to kind of like just let it settle a little bit.
Right, yeah, the worst mistake you can make is to overreact to say, take a bunch of your assets out and put them into cash. Okay. You have the potential of missing the next upside in the market. And over time, markets do tend to go up. And I think it's probably worth like highlighting a little bit if I was looking at 1 year returns last week. And it just so happens that last week was the anniversary of the bottom of the tariff tantrum. So if you remember that in 2025, new tariffs come into play. The S&P falls about 18%. Okay. Anybody who exited the market at that point in fear missed out on about a 40% run from then until now. And that's including the pullback that we had this quarter. So you just don't want to be out of the market. Oftentimes the best days are right after the worst days.
Right. So even though we saw a drop in the first quarter, we're still so far ahead of where we were last year at that point, if I'm understanding correctly, right, that it's still a great place to be in terms of having your assets in the market.
Right. And we should say, when we say, there was a drop in the S&P 500, that's mm-hmm. U.S. large cap, if you had a diversified portfolio, small cap stocks were actually up. Wow. International was flat. Gold was up. If you had gold in your portfolio, we tend to have gold in our strategies, was up 8% just in the first quarter of the year. So a diversified portfolio actually had the potential to be up in the first quarter, even though the S&P 500 was down about 4%.
Wow. So I know you're not a fortune teller, but how are you feeling about the rest of 2026?
Yeah, we never try to predict. We always try to prepare. I think the story I like to tell is think back to COVID. Mm-hmm. Like nobody predicted that, and if you had predicted it, would you have predicted that it would have been a very good year for stockholders? No. I mean, we obviously saw a big decline initially, and then the market took off. You just don't want to get in the prediction game. You want to stay invested. So what is coming in for the rest of the year? I have no idea, and that's okay because we're prepared for it.
Awesome. So you, as I mentioned, have a weekly column called Insight.
Yes.
And that is on Strategic's website.
Yes.
We're going to link it here. So every week you're giving kind of a basic overview. What do you kind of offer that?
Yeah. It's everything from education about headlines you might be seeing. Okay. A lot of times you get, recently it's been AI or gas prices, inflation. Right. We'll write about whatever topics are important to investors, and it is written for the average investor. Our client base who, are not investment professionals generally, but are looking to understand what's going on in the market.
That's awesome. So we're going to link that so people can sign up, subscribe.
Yes.
Awesome. Doug, thanks again for your time and for your knowledge. I mean, I know our viewers appreciate it. I do as well.
You're welcome. Thanks Gary.
Again. Thank you. Today I'm here with family nurse practitioner Amanda Stewart. Hi Amanda.
Hi, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me, and thanks so much for being a part of our Style Makers cover story in the April issue.
What an honor, thank you so much.
Thank you. So you're the owner of Luxx Glo Beauty Bar in Utica.
Yes.
And you've been a family nurse practitioner for many, many years.
Yes, here locally.
Yeah, working in cardiology. What has your career been like here?
So I mean, my career has been longstanding here in the local community in Utica, and most recently in Hamilton. So I am a board certified family health nurse practitioner. My career started at St. Elizabeth's. I worked in cardiology. I then moved on to hospitalist medicine. And honestly, I just kind of found myself growing towards a more regenerative and preventative approach of medicine. And so for me, it was really kind of natural, the progression of building something that we didn't have here locally. So, you know, we founded Luxx Glo Beauty Bar, and that really is very encompassing of what we can offer. And that goes from aesthetics to hormone optimization to preventative medication management, hair loss protocols, vein management that are cosmetic, and a lot of different options that really encompass the whole body as a person.
I love that. I mean, one of the things you talked about, hormone optimization, right? And kind of figuring out, especially with recent medical news, that we said everything was horrible and oh, maybe it's not, right?
Yeah, there's a huge moment right now, but I think that this has been something that we're really behind in our local area, and I think that it's of benefit to find a provider that understands and listens. I mean, a large part of medicine is finding the history from the patient and listening. You know, oftentimes we get convoluted with different things that don't necessarily, you know, matter at that moment, but are very important in the plan of care. So I found it interesting with my own personal experience from a medical perspective to kind of incorporate that into a medical approach that treats the body as a whole.
That's great. So if I want to come in, right, and we're going to do maybe a full face assessment because I want to look at the aesthetic aspect of it, right? I'm coming in, no makeup on, right?
No makeup on.
I think I mentioned to you before, I have like broken capillaries, some of that stuff because I do have lighter skin. And
so obviously in the lighter skin population, rosacea is going to be very common. That's a very, very sensitive subject for people. And there's a variety of ways to attack that, but I think it's important to start from the bottom. You know, that includes a comprehensive exam. Sometimes it includes labs, but also it's talking about goals, you know, goals for a client or a patient and seeing what we can do to achieve that.
Okay, and this beautiful machine behind us, I mean, you've got the gold and the blue. I'm like, already I love it. It's just like aesthetically. What is this? What does it do?
So this is called the Silpherm X, which is a very comprehensive and highly advanced machine. The technology is state-of-the-art. What we can do is we can do radio frequency, we can do microneedling, we can do pulse wave therapy, which really offers a lot of benefit to a patient. We can also restore hair. You know, so a common side effect for people as they age is they're having hair loss or hair thinning. And in the past, we really only had a very small amount of options. Sometimes it's oral medications that, you know, sometimes as you advance through your life, you're on other pills that may be a contraindication. You know, if you have a heart history, perhaps you can't take some of the medications for your hair. And so I've developed a nice protocol using the machine, using stem cells or exosomes, as well as PRP, which is your own body's plasma, to regenerate hair growth, which is a very, very popular treatment, and it's highly effective. Rosacea is also another big treatment for us. And then obviously just restoring facial balance, as well as firming and tightening.
And PRP, you can also use that for under eye hollowing and different things with
PRP you can use for almost anything. I mean, people are using it for joints, you're using it for hair, you're using it for skin, for hollowing, for texture, for tone. I think regenerative medicine is really going to take us to a different level.
I love that. So I hear so much about beauty and skincare in South Korea. Is this one of those machines?
Yes, it sure is. So, you know, obviously you can hear it, you can see it on TikTok, you can see it online, but, you know, straight from Korea, we do have it here. I mean, very popular on the West Coast and then came to the East Coast down into the city. There's some machines in Syracuse, but here locally, this is the only machine that's offered, which is great.
Wow.
You know, sometimes people don't know how to navigate what their treatment plan looks like, so that's why it's really important to come in for a consultation. They're always complimentary, and make sure you come in, let's talk about your goals, let's talk about your medical history. I mean, sometimes we open up Pandora's box, right? That sometimes happens when you're kind of navigating this, but you know, I feel fortunate because my medical history does allow me to kind of navigate that a little bit better.
I think as an advanced practice provider, you really are offering that to our viewers, to the community, where you have that experience in healthcare, right? And you know you're taken care of when you come here. It's not someone who's just gonna, you know, say, all right, let's do this, and not have the knowledge base to make sure it's being done safely and in the right way.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, that's one of my big goals, and I think that's important moving forward. And I also think it's very important to have a good rapport with your provider, whether that's from an aesthetics perspective, a medical perspective, whatever.
That's great. So if someone wants to come in, and I'm setting up my appointment, but if someone wants to come in and get that full phase consultation or talk about anything else, I mean, again, the hormones thing, where, you know, as we get into, you know, middle age, you know, there's stuff that maybe we could straighten out that we don't need to suffer with certain things, right?
So there's a variety of ways to book. I mean, there's a answering service number that is available online, which we could provide. But also, you know, there's a booking link that you can come in for at your convenience. We do have LabCorp right here on site, so for lab obtainment, we can just draw for you. And obviously, a lot of times that hormone optimization is billable through your insurance, which is nice to hear for most patients.
That's great. So I would say for anyone, and again, with the hair loss, I mean, this is for men, women, I mean, really anyone can come
I mean,
in.
so men, this is a very sensitive subject for men, but for women too. And I mean, you know, hair thinning and hair loss are two totally different things. But I think it's an important time to invest in yourself, and let's see what we can do.
Yeah, I love that. Thanks again for having me and for joining us on the show and really kind of giving the viewers a really great idea of what you do here.
Thank you. Thanks, Carrie.
I'm sure everyone's going to want to come in and get those consultations.
Perfect.
Coming up, Dick Geraty helps me open my pool for the season. The Leatherstocking Council builds character, citizenship, and life skills through programs that inspire growth, service, and leadership. This upcoming event celebrates the volunteers and community leaders who make Scouting possible. Brave, Bold, and Boundless, May 7th, Thursday at 4 p.m. at the Irish Cultural Center. Join us for an evening of leadership, impact, and connection. Check out more at www.leatherstockingcouncil.org.
We know pools. Geraty Pools and Spa are the experts in building and creating backyard memories for thousands of families. Geraty takes pride in offering only the highest quality in-ground Pacific pool and radiant above-ground pools that are built for upstate New York weather. Geraty offers only the best with BioGuard chemicals to keep your pool sparkling clean. Visit the professionals at Geraty Pools and Spa, 234 South Caroline Street, Herkimer, or GeratyPools.com.
Okay, here's the estimate for your new HVAC system. Whenever you're ready, you can sign right here.
I'll need my lawyer to look over this.
Looks good. No issues.
What about the fine print?
There is no fine print.
What's this, a $3,000 charge?
That's a credit. You get that.
Correct. That's a credit through the state.
Well, what should I do?
Sign here.
For unexpected wins, get on the green with Standard.
You know I'm still billing you for this, right?
Before you're playing with the pros, you've got to get your start somewhere.
The Steve Ponte Auto Group is proud to support our local and youth sports organizations throughout the area. Supporting our teams that our families live, play, and coach at is so meaningful to us.
From Little League Baseball to basketball, flag football to hockey, and the Boilermaker Road Race, the Steve Ponte Auto Group is proud to support local sports and foster the love of the game and teamwork.
Visit our website today and learn more about our community involvement.
Hear ye! Welcome roofing royalty to your home. The King awaits with bountiful savings. The Roofing King can help you with all your roofing needs. The Roofing King and all his men have the royal plan with perfect installs, maintenance, repairs, and free inspections. Call 315-269-3519 or visit roofingkingusa.com today. Save yourself time and money with your roofing professionals, the Roofing King.
At New York Sash, we know the value of experience. We also know when to let someone else take the lead. Because trusting experts means letting people do what they do best. For over 35 years, that's how we've earned trust. One home, one project, one family at a time. And right now, stop into our showroom or call to take advantage of 20% off this month. So trust New York Sash and let our family take care of your family.
We are the best spine care facility in the region. We are providing world-class care for our patients. We are Central New York Brain and Spine Neurosurgery. Suffering from neck pain, back pain, frustrated because you can't get any relief? Let Dr. Q and his staff provide you with the care and compassion that you need. With the latest and greatest technology, Dr. Q and his staff will help get your health and your life back to what you deserve. Dr. Q cares about you. Call us today.
Today I'm here in my backyard with Dick Geraty of Geraty Pools and Spa. Hi, Dick.
Hi, Carrie. How are you?
Good. Thanks for coming out.
Springtime.
It is springtime. I feel like, I felt a little summer last week, but it's definitely spring. I'm ready for pool opening. We are here. It is definitely worse than I imagined.
Yeah, we're getting the pool going. It's a little green, but nothing that our BioGuard chemicals can't take care of. When the guys came, they got the cover off.
Yep.
They're getting the pump going. Then we'll add the chemicals. We will add a opening shock, an opening algicide, some balancers, and some other products to make sure everything's right. We recommend once your pool's open, if you can, bring us down to test at our store in Herkimer. We offer free water analysis. We just recommend things to you, and we can help get your pool going from green to crystal clear, hopefully within a day or two.
All right, so opening early, I do have it on my side that I've got time to get this clear.
You got plenty of time to get this clear. Everyone likes to say like Memorial Day is the kickoff of summer around here, so we have plenty of time to get your pool clear before then.
I would like to think it's a little bit earlier so we can maximize the usage, right?
Let's hope, yeah. Let's hope the weather's on the upswing.
Yeah, we've got a beautiful day today.
Yes.
So once they're gonna put all the chemicals in here, then I'm probably gonna have you, we're a little low on water level, so I'm probably gonna have you come back and turn on the skimmers and kind of get that filtering,
Yeah, we're
right?
a little low right now, but we can get the pool running on the main drain.
Okay.
Then once you bring the water up to level, we'll stop back and get the skimmers working, get everything else operational.
And then we might need a couple weeks of testing the water where I'm coming out. I'll bring you my sample. You'll let me know if I need anything else to continue to balance it.
And if I tell people too, we offer our free computer water analysis at our store in Herkimer, but if you can't make it down to the store, we can have someone stop at your house, do an analysis at your house, and add chemicals if needed too.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I might take you up on that one. That's terrific. So anyone that's looking to open their pool, now's the time to book, right? And you're starting?
Oh yeah, our schedule is filling up fast. So if you are interested in getting us to open your pool, now's the time to give us a call, get on the schedule so you are ready for the summer season that's fast approaching with the weather we're having.
Get it filtered, get it clean, turn on the heat hopefully in a few weeks, and then we can get in here.
Don't wait till the last minute, because if we do get warm weather, you could end up with a green pool to where it won't be ready for that first barbecue or backyard event you're going to have at your house.
Well, we're going to get mine clear. We may need to stop back and check it out too.
Oh yeah, we'll make sure we get this sparkling very soon.
Yeah, we've got some other stuff we got to talk about, so I think we're going to get it nice and sparkly clean, and then we'll be in it ready to enjoy it. So Dick, thanks again for coming out, for having the guys open the pool.
No problem.
We're going to get there. I am confident. So thanks again.
Thank you, Carrie.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Mohawk Valley Living TV. Pick up the April issue on newsstands now and check out more content at mohawkvalleyliving.com.